Hi, if you're with Tacitus today, your pushback channel, and thank you for joining this audio live stream. In this essay, I'd like to talk about two Indian, that is subcontinent, Indian women who both, or one in Australia and one in Britain, England, who and both of them are very privileged, quite wealthy, have been given everything by the evil fascist Nazi white society, racist society that they're in, and they claim that they're in fact victims and of racism, and that they're being held back and denied the respect and so on and so forth. So now this is a bit hard to to sort of reconcile with the reality, given in both cases they've done very well. They've been gifted. They haven't earned any of it, but they've been gifted everything, and by an evil white society. So let's just have a little look. Now, one her parents came from India in I think the mid 1970s to England. They weren't fleeing war or persecution or anything like that. They were just lower level bureaucrats, really. There wasn't Hindus, quite devout Hindus. So they came to England, and both mother and father got jobs straight away in the public service. So they were gifted, affirmative action jobs immediately, and walked straight off the plane or the boat or whatever into the. She was born shortly after they arrived in England, and she's been gifted everything. So she's got affirmative action, 2 affirmative action degrees. She's a professional uni student in effect, and got then was gifted jobs in various societies and government quangos. Again, nearly all government jobs. She's been gifted publishing deals and has done quite well out of that. And I've had a look at some of her work. It's diabolically bad, and yet she's been gifted these publishing gigs. I mean, I fucking no idea how. She has no expertise in any particular area that's noteworthy. And then she's recently been gifted quite a well-paid job as president of what was once a prestigious society that was internationally prestigious. Now it's just a hodgepodge of politically correct, gay, lesbian, black, anti-white nonsense. But she's been gifted a presidency there. Now, she married, interestingly, and this is a bit of a departure, she married a white guy who was quite well connected, came from quite a well-to-do family. So they live in one of the most desirable suburbs in London. And there's no migrant issues around there. There's no people from Eritrea defecating out in the front of their front door or something. So they live a very privileged life. Husband has got a white guy who's got a job for life. She's got effectively a job for life. So they live a very privileged lifestyle, very privileged. And she. They again live in a nice area. They got nice cars. Kids go to expensive private schools. They got everything. But she insists she's a victim of racism. She's being held back. She is being held back by all these fucking Nazi racists who are everywhere, and that England is awash with fascism, Nazi racism, fucking misogyny, the patriarchy. Now here's what. Here's someone who's been given everything as a gift, and yet she's patriarchy is supposed to be everywhere. So she's out there as an activist, just lecturing all these evil, bad white people on just how bad everything is. Now, there's another lady who's again an Indian lady, and she's sixth generation Western born. And they've decided to stay genetically pure, so they only will marry and procreate with other Indians. And so she insists that she's been given an affirmative action, everything, and she's married into quite a wealthy family of Indians, and so they live in one of the most expensive postcodes in Australia, and again have everything. But she insists she's a victim, and she's a little bit more specific. She says a victimhood is that she doesn't get the respect that she thinks she deserves, that white people don't quite respect her enough. And she this micro interpretation, but it goes to illustrate. I can't believe these incredibly privileged people that insist that they are in fact victims of racism and patriarchy, misogyny. It's absolute madness. But they're given platforms to talk about this, and the people interviewing them just don't do any pushback or any questioning. They wouldn't last 1 second if they came on a program that I was doing. You've been a Tacitus today, your Pushback channel. Thank you for listening.